This is a recording. There is no test. There's no sound before the voice that it gives you information about the storm, or the information about the anyway. I am not going to scare the the um the human beings that are totally totally aware of 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 the point, or the day that they fell off the clock. The numbers are up to 24, 12 in the day, 12 in the night. 12 are for God, 12 are for the devil. So who is knowing that that number is for you to repeat as it has to? You have to pick where you want to go at that age. Do you want to play with the devil, or do you want to play for God? But the thing is, everything that played on each side um is is uh, is it's just why it's a story. All the war about heaven and hell, that where you go is called back in time, so you can do it again. And everybody has their mind involved in that in that program, the story that your mind thinks and feels, and has everything in touch with your emotions. But the only thing is, um God would never uh take you to that stretch, and put you into such a such a crazy a crazy thing that happens to be after I woke up. The craziest thing is called I was born living in my mother's planet. Then things started happening. I was in heaven, and hell had a way to come from behind and take all my fun, take all my happiness, take my family one by one by one. They picked everybody off, and nobody understands that there is a problem in paradise. And in my world, that I still see actual ignorance, total um loss of meaning, totally loss of of what is possible. What is possible is that my world, that is Earth, which sits in the middle between two dead planets where women came from and men came from, and I am waiting to show you that I've collected enough evidence that all the souls that came to my world that were supposed to come to heaven uh were were what um were unaware that they got caught, and then they got a tail put not on their ass but on and through their tongue. So they are forbidden to say anything. But the real string is to your mind, the fear of knowing. But the only thing that holds you today in this moment is if you took a vaccine. There is things there that they're like nanotechnology, little program, little freaking little computers, and it's just really what it is something that they can control, and it goes and it holds your artery. Not your artery, sorry. It holds the nerve. So you don't see. You don't get your third eye. Your third eye doesn't come from a glanal in the bottom of your brain. Your third eye is, if you're a man, it's your dick. Your third eye wants to reproduce. But it's connected to your heart. Your heart knows what it's here for. So it's a connection between not your mind and your heart. It's a connection between your lower extremity, your heart, and your third eye. But a woman's third eye is open. All women know. Anyways, all I'm saying is I'm ready to just get the help I need. You know, get my rhythm, get cleaned up, get this show on the road. You know, like I've been a movie for the universe since 800,000 years, but my soul is 1.3 trillion years old, and my brother's like, oh, the cosmos is older than that. No, it's not. The cosmos is the same age as us. Like, we've been around for 1.3 trillion years. And it only takes 25 billion years to make a planet. That's it. 25 billion years. You can make your own fucking planet. But you have to be aware that the planet that you will create is the one that's already been destroyed. So if you want to be a god, you can help me find out where you're from so we can learn how to put your planet back together without fucking doing it wrong. But the thing is, the only way to do it is if you find yourself. We got 1.3 trillion years. But in 800,000 years, we'll see who is going to be able. How many civilizations will be safe. And it doesn't matter how fast or how slow. Time is not even in the equation. I mean, yet time for us is our moment. But the time that it takes to get to 800,000 years can fast forward, stop, or even fucking go the other way so it doesn't even fucking matter. They, who we are in the future, and they are human beings that don't look human, because after the war, life goes on. But the life that they made, and they are the old gods, they knew the way, and they are so fucking scared of what they did. That's why there's war. And the aliens that are here are pissed. They don't know shit. They're fucking mad that they got created by humans that abandoned them. And it's not us, but the gods blamed us. Like because we're the only human beings left in the universe. That is why this is fucking serious. But not for me. I live on. I'm like Adam. Nothing happens to my world. Just them in the quantum fucking world. But they're trying to break through, and they're trying to take the reality, and they're trying, but they draw us as responsible. But the only thing is, we are all a species that look human, but are, if you want to know, we are all a new kind of human. I've seen it myself. We are all human beings with a different brain. And they did that in 800,000 years. And God is fucking pissed. But that was then. Now that he understands, it is fucking beautiful. But as beautiful as it is, it's only beautiful because God understands it. But they don't understand. What they did wasn't even understood of why they were doing it. They did something for something that was just a program. They programmed us to put our soul into technology. Our souls are trapped. So if you have ability to put energy into a phone, and you can do things, there's things inside that thing that is you. You live in a phone. And you're putting all your... Anyway, there's so much confusion, but the real reason we are in our own state of existence. We have higher technology. We have no understanding of why we're trying to leave this place, why we're researching on who, what, where, when, what was done, and we have all these stories about who did this and who did, and what was like, well, this story is better. Oh yeah, we got the answer for this, but we got a new question that justifies questioning that answer. But the answer is, why are we questioning? There is no answer on how to repeat what God did. And what God's doing is he had to come back. And unfortunately, it's one person. And I don't want to be a God. I actually have to be one. I woke up 6 years ago and I thought I was going insane. But one man's insanity is a new reality. But I'm actually sane. I'm balanced. Yes, I do drugs. I don't really care. I've been doing it for 30 years. But 30 years, you have no clue what I had to go through. But if you use nature helps. If you use science helps the ones that did the science. They use this as guinea pigs. And then they take the information, that worked. Well, it didn't work for that guy, so we'll keep that on the side because if if someone fucks up, we'll give it to him and fuck him up. Trust me, there's a lot of fucking darkness in this world. But now that there's a little bit of a magical being, I know who I am. But the thing is, I don't know what to do yet. Because you need to fucking figure it out. My world's safe, your world's not. Everybody on this planet came from somewhere. We're all human beings, but your light, your energy, I mean, you come from your own direction, and you go in your own direction. And where I'm going, I have to bring you and put you in that direction when you die. But I don't want to end you. I want to put you in your direction. So, because if you die and you don't get a new direction, you go back to where you're from. And when you go back and they won't accept you for what you did and what you're doing and what you've become, that is not the direction you want to go. So, kiss yourself on the forehead and say goodbye or thank you. Because I have not learned what to do. I just know who I am. But what I can do is anything. But anything that I can do, I have to be careful. I have to be so careful of what I do as a god, if in a reality, not no quantum freaking matrix. The only reality that the matrix still fights is for somebody has to win. Life has to go on. And apparently, they don't understand that. But they do. But they still think that they can beat God. And I'm not going to lose. Why would God lose? God just woke up. He's been trying to give these losers what they want. And what they want is life. They want to be God. And if you want to be, they have to be. Because we are a new species. You actually have to merge with two universes. I have so much information to tell. And I have so much interference. I don't care. that I'm up against their walls. They keep building things. I just smash through it. Like, they keep trying to stop me. 6 years. I've not wanted to do anything, but they keep stopping me from doing anything. Like, that is totally sick that I can't do anything with my life, and I don't want to be who I have to be. But now that I know who I am, and I have to be who I am, and that is the only thing that gives me purpose, and it gives me a reason, it gives me a life, is because if I don't do what I have to do, my life is like yours. A slave, working for dollars. And dollars that we make to run us, we make something to run us. And now the dollars are ending, and we're making artificial intelligence, which already runs us, runs them, but it doesn't run me. Artificials came from God. I know what happened. I have no help to take over what I'm already going to take over. But I want them to do it so I don't have to take them over. It's just a battle of the mind. Like, they come from other dimensions. They come from death. They come, and they try to own life. But life only after death, there's life. What life? You have no idea. But when they make you die, then there has to be an answer. What is the answer for someone that took your life and they have not got caught? That is the reason why I'm here. I actually have to put those demons back as the demon. The demon became a god, and the god isn't a demon. If you know what reality is, it's so simple, but yet confusing. It's kind of like the Lion King eating the bug. Slimy but satisfying. I laugh in the face of danger. I just mean, I want to make this fun. But they're making me make it serious. But I have to make it serious. And then when we all get together, we'll make fun. I will make it fun. But right now, I'm telling you a serious story. But it's not that serious. To me. Serious for you. Nothing happens to God. They made all of you lose your status. Nobody on earth is a god. Except for your children. Your children will become a god, but you can't protect them. Anyway, all I'm saying is, time to wake up. Anybody want to go for a coffee? I got no money. I use all my money just to get the energy to take on this shit. And this shit is fucking boring. I mean, I've been doing it for 6 years, and all I'm doing is telling and teaching and talking to the fucking universe and these dimensionals and all these things that I see. And all these things are fucking crazy. But that's my job. I want to bring this magic back. The things that they are, and trust me, the quantum universe is fucking magic. And yeah, it's not real, but it is. Like if things were created, and then there's another creation that God can create into reality, but their virtual reality can't come real without a God. And someone who created this creation. I didn't create it, God did. But now I'm going to create God a new creation. Who God is with me. And I'm not any other but that man. But I'm not claiming to be God. I've always been God. But I'm not God because I don't need to be. You need me to be God. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do what they're doing. Because what they're doing, God didn't do. But there's so much more than what they did. So in the future, God can do whatever the fuck he wants. It's just they sped it up and they did something that God could do, but not in reality. So they sped up reality, and reality that we are in slow motion, they're beheading the dragon. They think that a virtual world can fucking be real. And yes, it can. And yes, the dragon has a fucking head. But I was a dragon. They took my tail 800,000 years ago. But what they took was some shit. I shit on them. So that's why the only magic really in this world is from shit. A mushroom. What other magic? You gotta make it. Well, you gotta lick a toad. It's poison. It's basically what magic is.